العقل تسامى بالفكر والوعي شعار للعمر بلدي نحكي ليحكينا يا كون اسمعنا واصطبري الرحب الفكر تسامينا وسمت في الأفق مساعينا بالعلم سترقى أمتنا ونجوب الدنيا داعينا.
Hi dear all, especially students of grade 10 in AL-andalus secondary school for boys. This is our second meeting and this time it is just a vocabulary lesson during which we hope to accomplish the following objectives. 1. Learn how to derive some nouns from adjectives or verbs by adding certain suffixes. 2. Derive nouns from adjectives or verbs to accomplish two tables in your student's book. And finally, show understanding by selecting the appropriate noun form for each verb. It will be a quiz. But before starting, I have a question. What is a suffix? A suffix is a letter or group of letters added at the end of a word which makes a new word. Generally, the suffix brings a new meaning or at least a new idea. Any examples? Yes, we have two to begin with. The ITY and the NESS. Have a look on the word personality, which derives from the adjective personal, and now we have a new meaning, a noun, not an adjective. The second noun we have, usefulness, derives from useful by adding the suffix. Hope the idea is clear. And now let's start with adjectives. Of course, we can get the noun from the adjective by adding a number of suffixes like NESS, ITY, ISM, TH, Y, ERY, and TY. Let's start with the NESS, which generally gives a noun which describes a state, a quality, or a condition, like happiness, derived from happy. Note that the Y was dropped and replaced with I. Kindness. Initially we have the adjective kind. Quiet, quietness. The ITY generally describes a state or a condition. Activity from active, curiosity from curious, reality from real. The ISM, a state or a practice, idealism from ideal, humanism from human, conservatism from conservative. TH, although it is not a regular noun, but from wide we have width, from long we have length. The Y added at the end to give a noun which describes a condition, like honest, honesty, modest, modesty. The ERY, which generally gives a noun that expresses a location, or a condition. Brave, bravery. The ty, which tells about a condition like safe, safety, certain, certainty, subtle, subtlety, loyal, loyalty. And now we can deal with nouns derived from verbs. As aforementioned, we can add suffixes to verbs to get nouns. Examples of the suffixes are al, ance or ence, which tells about an action, a state, a condition, or a quality. The ation or the tion generally tells about an action or a resulting state. A noun derived from a verb, with the suffix sion tells about an action or a resulting state. The ure about an action or also a resultant state. The ment, a state, an act, or a condition. The age, action or a state or a process. The ing, the gerund, tells about an action, a state, or a process. And finally, with this list, we have the ery, which generally tells about a business, a trade, a behavior, or a condition. Let's take some examples for each suffix. The al, we have arrive and arrival with any dropped or taken away. Deny, denial. The y was removed and replaced with an I. Refuse, refusal. The ince, prefer, will give us preference. The noun derived from refer is reference. With ition or tion, we can get education from educate, elimination from eliminate, imagination from imagine. The sion, confuse, and its noun, confusion. Divide and its noun, division. With ure, depart and departure, fail and failure. With age, we have post, postage, pass, passage, marry, marriage. The ing, bless, blessing, feed, feeding, write, writing. The ere, slave, slavery, bake, bakery, brave, bravery. But note that brave is an adjective. Left to remind you that many nouns have the same form as the verb. Sometimes we use the same form of the verb for the noun, like arrest and arrest, like win and win, like desire and desire. So initially we have a verb and we use the same word to refer to the noun. Sometimes the same form was initially attributed to the noun, but we use it for the verb as well, like boss as a noun, as a person, which can be used as a verb, like fish and fish, like cash for the money and cash, like water for the liquid and water for the verb. So here we have the same word is used for both the nouns and the verbs. And now please open your book on page 77 and look at activity A and try to tell me which adjectives are the base of the following nouns. So we have two nouns, cleverness and ability, and we want to know which adjectives do they derive from. Clever and able. Now please read the note before we try to complete the following table, in which we have a set of adjectives which we want to use to form the noun. The note is the following. Some nouns are formed by adding the suffix NESS or ITY to an adjective. Example, sad and sadness, or active and activity. So what may be the noun derived from the adjective lazy? Laziness, but note it's with an I and not Y. What about creative? Creativity, popular, popularity, aware, awareness, responsible, responsibility, weak and not weak with 7 days, but weak the state, the weak person, weakness, kind and kindness, kind, kindness, similar, similarity. Great. Let's move to the next table and read the note before completing the table. Some nouns have an irregular formation, like so, weigh and weight. We have strength is a noun which derives from strong. When someone dies or when someone is dead, we are talking about his death. Belief is a noun coming from believe. Anger, a state represented by a noun which derives from the adjective angry. Thought is a noun deriving from the verb think. The adjective high can be used to form the noun height, and depth derives from deep. Finish it with your student's book And now to our last task, an online quiz, in which we want to select the noun form for each verb. Sentence 1. The verb is reserve. Making, we need the noun is mostly done online nowadays. Making a reservation or a reserve or a reservation. Your choice is the last one. We will check and a true answer. The second, we need a noun from the verb sit, and it will be is first come, first served, so it is important to plan ahead. The seating or the seatery or the seatage. What is your choice? Number 1. Excellent. Number 3. We will need the noun from the verb arrive, and the choices are an early arrival, an early arrivement, or an early arrival. Your choice is the last and a true answer. The noun from depart, and you want to read the sentence, you should be there at least 2 hours before the departure of an international flight. A true answer as well. The noun from process is the process, the same as the verb. Do you think it's correct? Let's check. A correct answer as well. Your identity or your identification or your indenture. Read the sentence first. An agent will ask you to show your choice was the second, your identification, and a true answer. Left only 4 questions. We need the noun from the verb quest. A security agent will ask you a few questions, a few quests, or a few questations. Of course, it is well known and it is a few questions. So remember the verb from question, it's quest, the same as ask. Number 8. Then they will permit, we need the name from enter. Then they will permit your entering or your entrance or your enterment. Have you ever heard about the last one? Okay, your choice is the second, but I think we didn't check. Number 7. True, and let's do the same for 8. And the noun from enter is entrance, as you have answered. We need the noun from board. The sentence is, another agent will announce the boarding, the board, or the boardman. Yes, I know, you traveled a lot, so you know the answer. But I have to check and verify, and your answer is correct. Left only 1 question to get 10 per 10 or 100%. We need the noun from pass. At the time you will walk down a long passage, a long pass, a long pasture. Your choice. And yes, it was a long passage. And here we are. We have accomplished all our missions. We have finished all our objectives. See you again